Mark Cora was the actual first videos that I actually sat down and started watching. Kim Mikey, I had to warm up to, but I have come to fall in love with them. I actually have fallen in love with their videos. They're quite funny. What's Up Watchtower? I really enjoy watching your videos too and your inputs. XJW Critical Thinker. This is something that Jehovah's Witnesses who are current really need to learn to do. And it's something that even now, as an ex-Jehovah's Witness, I still have some issues with, or I have a hard time critically thinking. But I know that if I weren't a critical thinker, then I probably wouldn't have woken up. Yeah. Dude 771, I think you are the bomb. Daniel Weeby, I hope I didn't execute your last name. His channel was actually one of the first channels that I actually started watching too. And I really appreciate all of the videos that he put up, especially about the bite model. I really appreciate those. And Christian Katja. You guys are hilarious. I enjoy watching your videos as well. So I'm sorry that I didn't name all of you guys. Kim Mikey, if you want to, you can put a nail in a coffin for me, and I will watch your videos to see that you actually do. My name is Roxana, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I love all of you. And I love myself, and I accept myself right now.
Ah, thank you. The first one is for Roxanne.
We all enjoyed your video. Thank you so much, Roxana, for the shout out.
And just before we do the other ones, we'll just let Roxana know that you are the beginning of the second row.
Yes. And her YouTube channel is, I'm sorry, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. SHAKTISHIVA. I know the last part is Shiva. But thank you so much for the shout out. Now we have a couple. This is for Asia and Jeff.
Okay, let me get all the pins in here. It's kind of difficult now because it's getting a little tight.
This is good.
This is getting cramped. Yeah, we actually have 6 this time, don't we?
Yes, another couple. This is for Colin and Sue.
Okay. We'll show the pins here in just a moment.
And then Suzanne.
Okay. I'm going to drive these in a little bit harder when the
pound them in
video is done. But the first couple that Kim mentioned is this yellow couple. So what?
Asia and Jeff.
Welcome to your freedom, guys.
Suzanne is the single.
Oh, so that'd be the red one here in the bottom.
Okay.
You've got another couple,
and then
right?
Colin and Sue.
Colin and Sue. All right. So awesome. We get a total of 6, right?
Yes.
Welcome to your freedom. I'm telling you, this just gets better and better all the time. Despite their 2016 district convention, the vast apostate army is growing in Watchtower. Your effectiveness is just going away.
Yeah. Now, we have some new YouTube channels, and I'm sorry that we just can't keep up with everybody.
Oh, no. No. We can't, which is great.
Tess Leonhardt, Watching the Tower, and then Roxana's channel that I spelled out before, JW Watch.
Yes.
There was some more, and I forgot to write them down.
Sorry.
Next time, sorry about that. We're trying really hard to keep up, but there's just so many new ones, we just can't.
And it's really a pleasure to be able to do this and to also see that we are all regaining our freedoms from the Watchtower and Babblecrap Society. These guys, I just can't shout it enough how much discontent there must be between the governing goobers and those the elite controlling power in Pennsylvania.
Which reminds me, there was something I was supposed to read,
Okay.
and hopefully I can... Okay, I found it. Now, we want to thank Lisa so much for allowing us to tell this on here, because I think it kind of fits in with the whole, people leaving and, the JW mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Lisa, for letting us share this, and we'll try to keep this discreet. We won't mention any
Definitely
private
not.
information to
Definitely
get you outed.
not.
So her aunt has tried fading, and since hearing about the district convention part on shunning, even those inactive who are going to be shunned,
Oh, yeah.
messaged a past good friend of hers in the organization. Of course, since her leaving, their friendship wasn't very strong anymore. This friend is the wife of a Kobe,
Ooh.
which used to be the presiding overseer.
Yeah.
So, big indoctrination. My aunt messaged her to say she heard the convention part and realizes she will no longer talk to her, email, or any other communication. The sister mentioned how she saw my aunt had some known apostates on her Facebook page and told her that is so rebellious against Jehovah and that she takes it personally. So that is why she will no longer talk to her. Wow. My aunt proceeded to witness to her about why she left the organization and the details of the Australian Royal Commission. Yeah, we know how good that goes over.
That's right.
This is the part now I must share with you. As her comment to my aunt in regard to the pedophilia in the organization really identifies the cold-hearted, non-caring attitude that lies beneath their fake smiles and seeming loving nature. So she says to Lisa's aunt here, well, those apostates are causing a lot of trouble for JWs. We have donated our money for the spreading of the good news and making materials like Bibles and study publications. And because these apostates have courts look into these pedophilia matters, our money had to go to compensation for these victims instead of into the preaching work. Like she says, oh my God.
Do you see the disconnect? They're concerned. Their concern is more for the organization
And the preaching work.
than the poor victims.
And making Bibles and literature, that's more important than the victims.
What a huge disconnect. Do you see why this organization has got to go? Because these Jehovah's Witnesses care more about the face of the organization than the victims. This is sick and it's
Despicable.
Thank you. But here's something else that this poor sap of a JW doesn't understand. Go back and look how much money Watchtower is spending on their production of all of these Bible stories. I mean, honestly, from what we're seeing and hearing from a JW broadcast, they're building life-size chariots. All of the production of, one of the videos they did showed every man had a bow and arrow. Watchtower comes out and says that every bow, every arrow had to be built.
Well, I've got the list here.
Yeah, go ahead and read it off.
Okay, at the last talk on Sunday of the convention, at about 43 minutes, they start talking about the costumes and everything, the props and everything they needed for that drama about King Hezekiah.
There you go.
Okay, the costumes were handmade with special material that was period correct, and they did great research on making it period correct. Their weapons, helmets were machined at Wallkill. The chariots were built special, and they also needed the special 4-horse, chariots and all of that. So they had specially trained horses they had to use. And get this, some of the location of that was filmed in Nevada at a brother and sister's property. So that couldn't have been cheap hauling everything out to there. And they also said this was the largest, most complicated sound project ever.
So all that time and energy spent in putting this production together, you should have been out knocking on doors.
Well, especially all those props and sets and everything.
Yeah,
it goes into great detail. That isn't cheap. But yet, you know, the victims.
An email like this absolutely shows the disconnect from reality to fantasy world.
But because of dumbass comments like this from elders' wives, there's more leaving.
That's right.
So welcome to your freedom, everybody. And it's our pleasure to be able to pound your nails in the Watchtower coffin lid. Now, if you need your nail pounded in, the regular nails are November 1st, 2014 to the present. And then we have an old timers for those who left before that. But just contact us through watchtower.exposed. Or on Facebook, there is a Watchtower Coffin Lid Facebook page. You can put a message on there and let us know.
Yep.
So, anyway.
Absolutely a pleasure to be able to be a thorn in Watchtower's side.
Yeah. And so thank you so much, everybody, you know, for watching. And love to everybody. You all have been doing some great videos.
Yes.
You know, a lot of our friends. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Great videos. So just keep up the great work, and we'll just all form together and do a major tag team against Watchtower, won't we?
Yeah. So Watchtower, are you feeling me now?
You all have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.
Bye.